yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andy O.
And we are KAMMA, about to talk about UFC Vegas 117, also known as UFC Fight Night 276. We're going to talk about our early predictions, breakdowns, and predictions for the prelims. Obviously, the main event is going to be Arnold Allen versus Melquizael Costa. And we're going to start off with the prelims here. But first, quick recap. Andy O holding down the channel again, carrying it on his back, going last week, going 9-4 in the predictions. Absolutely murked the prelims, going 7-1 in the prelims, and then it went downhill in the main card. But
Going downhill.
Still, you killed it. I went horribly 7-6. Just barely screeching over the surface of 50% there, going 7-6. I did bad. Andy O, thanks for carrying the channel, bro, at 9-4. But we're going to talk about this event here. Let's get back to it. We got for the prelims Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Cagliari. Then we got Danielle Barrez against Luis Gurul. Alice Ardalian against Polyana Viana. Andre Petrosky against Cody Brundage. Caitlin Vieira against Jacqueline Cavalcanti. A newly changed fight with Tommy Gant versus Artur Minev. Then we got Tuko Tokos versus Ivan Arslan. And the main event of the prelims, we got Nikolai Veretnikov against Chaos Williams. So, Andy O, for the first fight here, we got the ladies going at it. Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Cagliari. Who you got here, Andy O?
Yeah, not the most star-studded card, but some good matchups either way.
Yeah.
Here, we got Shauna Bannon here, who I consider like a kicker. She has some fancy kicks even, and her whole game revolves around that. It's not that she's a good striker. I think a lot of her success comes from the surprise and just how she uses those kicks. And I think a lot of girls can get kind of used to what she does in there. She's not really good at takedown defense, though. She's better on offense. I think she has better movement than Cagliari, though. Also, her defense, her grappling, her takedown defense is not really that good. Whereas Cagliari, I think that's the way she's going to have to win this fight, is to try and get her down. I think she's going to be able to. Her grappling is not that good either, so I don't know what's going to happen if Shauna Bannon gets on top of her. So yeah, that's basically the way I see this fight going. I know Nicole Cagliari hasn't won in the UFC yet. I think it's time to get her a win here. So give me Cagliari by decision or sub.
Yeah, for this one here, man, Shauna Bannon, she's very well-rounded. She combines striking and grappling skills. She's a strong background in kickboxing. She trains in karate and jiu-jitsu. She's got decent striking and grappling. Her striking skills are, refined from her kickboxing training. She delivers some powerful combinations, and she has that spinning kick that she likes to do there, that side kick that she likes to do. She on the ground, she's pretty decent in jiu-jitsu. She could transition between positions and get submissions effectively. She's got some Taekwondo experience as well, decent dynamic footwork and flexibility. But Nicole Cagliari, she's basically, I think she's the better fighter as far as on the ground for sure. She's got a style that's rooted in karate. She's a former karate world champion. She began training at the age of 9 in karate. She's also trained at Muay Thai, at the Muay Thai Brazil Floripa, led by Marcio Malco, and also later she incorporated her Muay Thai and grappling in her skills, man. So she's really good on the ground. Her striking is decent, but she definitely knows how to get subs. She's got 3 submissions in her 8 wins and 5 knockouts. So she's a finisher, man. She goes out there, tries to finish her opponents, which I like. And I really think that Nicole Cagliari is better, man. I just don't think Shauna Bannon's that good either. She did fight some good fights, Nicole Cagliari. I mean, Ernesta Caracate is a 5-1 fighter. She's pretty decent. And Carly Judice is not bad either. Bannon lost to Bruna Brazil who we both think is not that great. She did beat a split decision against Alice Ardelean. That one is very, very iffy there. Pooja Tomar, that little tiny Indian girl she beat. And then she lost to Sam Hughes. So, yeah, give me Nicole Cagliari to get the win here. I'll go with sub or decision. I think that she can sub her out. You see the two losses here by Bannon are by sub or decision. So I'll go sub or decision for Cagliari. All right. Me and Andy O agreeing with the first fight. Let's move on to the next fight. We got Danielle Perez against Luis Gurul here. Danielle Perez, I like this guy. He's an aggressive fighter, man. Good kickboxing, very well-rounded. He likes to finish fights. He's got powerful striking. Effective timing-based wrestling. He's known for his killer instinct, which I like about fighters who have good killer instinct. He's got 7 knockouts, as you can see here, 6 submissions, only 4 decision wins. He has a stiff jab, damaging leg kicks, and he likes to land combinations to the head and body. He's got excellent timing for takedown entries, and he shoots under opponents when they're coming forward. Gurul, this guy, he's got some significant strikes and takedown ability. He's got a background in wrestling. He likes to engage in ground fighting, get advantageous positions on the ground. He's got a mix of power strikes and clinch work. He's pretty versatile, but he has bad takedown defense. The fight against Nick Piccinini, he got taken down 10 times. He got taken down and outstriked by 20 strikes against Jesus Aguilar. Alden Correa also took him down, who's mostly a striker. I can see him getting taken down by Daniel Perez. Give me Daniel Perez to take him down, beat him up with ground and pound, or even sub him. I'm going to go knockout or submission for Perez.
Yeah, the loser of this fight should definitely be kicked out. Maybe both of them should be kicked out after this fight.
Yeah.
Barez is, but it's a decent matchup, as I said. So Barez here, I think he's a more varied striker, especially on the inside. I think he starts pretty hot in the first round. I think Guruli, if he wants to win, has to contain that and try to get Barez to tire himself out. That's why I don't see too many takedowns for Barez, because it's going to get him too tired to be effective later in the fight. And Gurul, I don't know about getting takedowns anywhere they want, but I guess they can against the cage. And Gurul actually maybe hit fence push this guy a lot, because he can cause damage in there. But with Gurul, I've noticed, man, he's only been knocked out once, but he seems to be on the verge of getting knocked out in every fight. Like either gets knocked down or rocked, and but he seems to still keep going. But that causes him to lose fights. He gives up those moments, and Barez, he's capable of putting this guy away. So I'm going to call knockout or decision for Barez.
Nice. All right. So me and Andy O in agreement with this fight here. Let's get to the next one here. We got the ladies going at it again. Alice Ardelean against Polyana Viana. Andy O.
The ladies are back after a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Poly Viana, you like that, eh? Shortened it down. We both think she's kind of like checked out of fighting. She's more into that OnlyFans and all that stuff, we suspect, rather than on the fighting game. She may be fighting out her contract. Alice Ardelean, however, has really picked it up. I didn't think she was that good at all. But she has volume. I think she's going to have more volume and probably is a better overall striker than Bruna Brazil here. She blends in the kicks and punches well. I think she can also get Polyana Viana down. Her only worry there would be watch out for those sub attempts off her back, because that's what Poly Viana tries to do. That's why she's not even that good at takedowns, because she likes to accept the back position. So if she's not getting a sub, you're keeping her there the whole time. Alice Ardelean stays on top with the good pressure. She can win rounds that way. With Viana, she likes to grapple more, basically because of that. She does have the better BJJ here, but Alice Ardelean is a better wrestler here. I think it evens itself out. I'm going to go with Alice Ardelean here by decision or knockout.
Yeah, man. Alice Ardelean, very aggressive fighter. She looked really good in the last fight. Actually, she impressed me in that fight against Montserrat. Conejo Ruiz. I actually had Montserrat Conejo Ruiz to win that fight, and she lost to Alice Ardelin. Alice Ardelin was really tough in that fight, looked really good. She's got good striking. She's got that dog in her, man. She relentless pressure, willingness to engage in damage trading fights. She tries to secure wins with her striking, and she's got good knockout and submissions. Very well rounded, forward moving, high pressure. She likes to control the center of the cage. Her finishing ability is good, and she's got a brown belt in BJJ. Now, Polyana Viana, she's known for her explosive, finish-oriented style as well. She's a big finisher as well herself. High-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, aggressive striking. She's a black belt in BJJ, former multi-time state champion. She's very good in grappling. She likes to get subs on the ground, like the triangle choke. And, she's known for her ability to secure submissions quickly. Like 8 of her wins, you can see, come from submissions, and 5 knockouts there. It's just that recently, man, she hasn't been doing well. Polyana Viana lost 4 out of her last 5 fights. I mean, Tabitha Ricci beat her up. Yasmin Lucindo subbed her. Jillian Robertson knocked her out. And Jacqueline Amarim subbed her.
For the most part these days, it's not as easy to get subs off your back anymore.
Yeah, and her last win was against Jinyu Fry by knockout 3 years and 6 months ago. So it's been a while, man. Like you said, I think she's checked out. Give me Alice Ardelin to win this one here by, I'll go knockout or decision. But, maybe if it's high enough, I might do a little tiny salt tap on Polyana Viana by KO or submission if it's high value enough, because she could get a finish also. She's kind of dangerous sometimes on the ground. So, all right, me and Andio agreeing with Alice Ardelin here. I got her winning by knockout or decision. You, Andio? How do you have Alice winning?
Decision or knockout.
All right, same thing. All right, nice. Let's move on.
I say the most likely one first, in my opinion. So.
All right, next fight.
But everyone knows that by now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Next fight, we got Andre Petrosky against Cody Brundage, man. This one here, man, I'm not a big fan of either one of these guys, honestly.
Look, man, no one is, but this is going to be a barn burner.
Man, Andre Petrosky, man, you know his style. He's got a good wrestling background. He also has BJJ. He's good jiu-jitsu skills. He uses his takedowns and submissions, holds to control his opponents on the ground. He does have some solid striking too. Good body shots. He sets up his grappling offense. He's a Division I collegiate wrestler, man. Petrosky, he's got the ability to take his opponents down, control them on the ground. And he holds a brown belt in BJJ, so he's also skilled there too. He can effectively apply submissions once the fight hits the mat, and his striking skills have gotten better, man. He uses his hands and body to land powerful shots, and he can set up his takedowns and weaken his opponents. Now, Cody Brundage, man, this guy also a very good wrestler, NCAA Division II wrestler. He's a pressure wrestler. He likes to keep marching forward. He's got good Muay Thai. He's got a mix of grappling and heavy striking. He likes to secure takedowns and find submissions as well. His striking is pretty decent as well. But he just hasn't looked good out there as of late, man. There's always something coming up with this guy in his fights. Either he's complaining to the ref, eye poke somebody, gets eye poked, gives up. Who knows, man? This guy, there's always some kind of no contest or some kind of bullshit going on in his fights. He's lost 3 of his last 4 fights, including that draw there against Mansour Abdul Malik.
Because he punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, Mechanico, was able to go to a split decision with this guy. Cam Ralston knocked him out. Dante Johnson was able to go to a split decision with this guy. I just don't think he's as good anymore. I like Andre Petrosky, man. This guy, beating Josh Frem, beating Dylan Butka, beating Rodolfo Vieira. He only lost to Shabazian and Cam Ralston as well. 2 good fighters, and so did Brundage. He lost to Cam Ralston as well. So I'll take Andre Petrosky. Not the super confident in this guy, but I'll take him to win by, I'll say knockout or decision.
I don't remember when you ever thought Cody Brundage was good, but uh, I'm gonna have to take not have to, but I am gonna take Cody Brundage here because I just feel he's gonna win this one. I'm not a big fan of Andrei Petrovsky. I do still think he has a problem with the chin. And one thing here, Cody Brundage, while he's gonna strike, he's gonna do those bursts in and try to land a huge shot on Petrosky off the blitz if he could. That could very well happen. But Brundage does have that wrestling in his back pocket. So even he may actually try to take Petrosky down at times and, fight fire with some fire. Petrosky's not really used to fighting wrestlers like Brundage actually is. And on top of that, Petrosky has really wide shots, and that makes him, the way he has his looping shots sometimes. That's going to open him up for some potential Brundage damage. I think Brundage also has a bit more power. They're both not really crisp looking on the feet. I just think Brundage is due for a win here, and Petrosky due for a loss. Give me Brundage by knockout or submission.
All right, me and Andy O disagreeing on this fight here. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got the ladies going at it again. Caitlin Vieira against Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Andy O.
All right, so here I'm going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti here. I think she's very fun to watch. She has striking that she sticks to her plan in the striking. Not only that, but she can adapt her striking like in the middle of the fight, depending on how it's going in the fight, which I really like to see. And the power is not really the greatest, but she makes up for it with catching you because she uses a lot of feints in there. And Vieira, I think if I were her, she'd have to bring out the grappling in this case. We still don't know if Jacqueline Kennedy is garbage on the ground. It's possible she's not that bad. It hasn't really been tested, at least not in the UFC. So I would say Vieira, statistically, I don't know, common sensely is probably the better grappler. But you can't always rely on her to use it. And I think Jacqueline Cavalcanti is faster on the feet. I think Caitlin Vieira is slower. Vieira may have more power, so she's got to be careful with that. And Vieira also has a pretty good cage push, but I think Cavalcanti can match her with the cage push and maybe even get more like knees in there when that happens. So I'm going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti by decision or knockout.
Yeah, Caitlin Vieira, she's a highly skilled grappler, man, pressure fighter. She's got a base in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. She holds black belts in both, Judo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's known for her elite clinch work, takedowns, top control. She often uses her Fenomeno nickname to dictate the pace of the fights. She excels at finding takedowns from the clinch, using techniques like trips, Kosoto Gaki, the Ashi Hare, which is body drops. She, instead of being like a pure striker, she uses forward pressure and she likes to punch into the clinch. She nullifies opponents and secures dominant positions once she gets the fight to the ground. And she maintains heavy pressure on top. So that's the thing about this fight. Like, is she going to get the takedown or not? If she gets the takedown, she could win. If she doesn't get the takedown, she could lose. Cavalcanti's the better striker. She's a much better high-level kickboxer, precise boxing. She's got good distance management. She controls the fight with technical striking and strong takedown defense. That's the thing, too. She's got very good takedown defense, Cavalcanti. She's a very good kickboxer, a Muay Thai practitioner as well. She's got a strong jab, straight punches, good kicks, good lead leg kick, low kicks, and teep kicks, which are front kicks to the knee, to the midsection of the knee. She favors controlling the distance with her footwork, and she finds openings for her combinations. She does have some good defensive grappling. So, if she could stop the takedowns here, she could definitely win. I'm going to go lean slightly with Jacqueline Cavalcanti here as well. I say she wins by knockout or decision. But, it all depends on her fending off those takedowns from Caitlin Vieira, man. All right, so me and
Yeah,
then
the teep kicks are those like jab-like short kicks to the stomach, right?
no, those are kicks to the knee. Those
No,
are kicks
what
to
you're
the knee.
talking about is the oblique kick, the kick that I think is illegal. that should be illegal is when you're kind of kicking downwards towards the knee to take the
Yeah.
knee.
Well, teep kicks are front kicks to the knee slash midsection. That's what it's called. The teep
Okay, but yeah, all right.
to the
Okay.
knee slash midsection. That's so basically front kicks to the knee, midsection as well to the midsection. I would say the stomach, like you said. So yeah, so both those are teep
If you
kicks.
say so.
Look it up. Look it up. All right, so we're gonna move on up to the next fight here. We got Thomas Gant against Artur Minev and the O. No, it's me on this one, eh? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a newly added fight. Thomas Gant was supposed to fight Trey Ogden. Okay, that fight got canceled. Ogden got an injury there, so now it comes in Artur Minev here to replace him. Yeah, this guy Thomas Gant, man. This guy grew up in Illinois. His first connection his first connection to wrestling came from a belief that WWE was real. This guy actually thought that WWE was real. And when he learned it wasn't, he stayed with the sport anyways, and he continued wrestling, ended up winning a Pan American Championship. He contributed to a World Cup bronze in wrestling as well. His performance at the 2019 U.S. Open marked a breakthrough for this guy. He's a very good wrestler, this guy. He actually trains with Daniel Cormier. And at the Dana White's Contender Series, he secured a first-round submission by guillotine. And that's when he got the contract. Dana White really liked it. He's got a high volume and fast-paced style. He also has a pretty decent knockout power as well in his hands. If you see here, out of his 11 wins, he's got 5 knockouts, 5 submissions. Artur Minev, this guy is his fighting style is basically his ability to defend takedowns, and he shows strong fundamentals like wrist control and underhook awareness. He's known for his ground and pound skills, especially with elbows, and his submission threat from front headlock positions. He's a sharp striker who can fight from both stances. He utilizes his leg kicks and power shots effectively. And he's got a solid base, this guy. But I don't think that coming in on short notice here like this, that he's going to beat Thomas Gant, who was training for a good grappler and wrestler like Trey Ogden, who was very good at subs as well. I'm going to go with Thomas Gant to get the win here by knockout or submission. I think he can finish Artur Minev here.
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards Thomas Gant also because it's a very short notice here. But Artur Minev is fun, man. He's a good striker. He goes for it, and he has that one-shot power. So I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls out the win here. But Thomas Gant here is a good striker too. Once you're in close, if Minev wants to go for the takedown, he's got a lot of stuff to get through, like elbows. Slicing elbows and knees, and makes you think twice about getting in there like that. Thomas Gant also, though, he's a good wrestler, like you were talking about. So one thing worrisome to me is just, like, I've heard a little talk about this guy in the past, I believe, and why now is he in the UFC if he's so good? He's 33. It's a now or never kind of time for him when he first sets foot in the door. We'll see. It could be a fun fight, though, but yeah, leaning towards Gant. Give me Gant by decision or knockout.
Nice one there. So me and Andio agreeing with Thomas Gant. And by the way, Andio, you were correct. We were both correct. The teep kick is a foundational Muay Thai technique used as a long-range defensive or offensive maneuver to push, disrupt, or damage an opponent with the ball of the foot, often called a jab to the lower body. So yeah, the lower stomach, normally when you do that kind of kick, you're going to get the stomach, but the lower part of the body is where she aims for with those kicks. So it can.
If people start doing teep kicks all fight long to the knee, man, I don't know. I'm not going to be too happy, though. Like, that's so dirty. And even the oblique kick is obviously a dirty kick. You can take out a knee like that easily, and
yeah, no, for sure. All right, so moving on up to the next fight here, we got George Tuko Tokos versus Ivan Erslan. So for this one, NDO.
Okay, here's another one of those fights, a couple of bums, but
Yeah, a couple bums. Yeah.
it's interesting. It's a good matchup, I think. We got the grappler and George Tokos, who actually has a win in the UFC. I believe against Ivan Urslan. I don't think he does yet. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Does he, the deal?
No, he's lost all of his fights in the UFC, Ivan Arslan, yeah.
There you go. So look, Urslan, decent power. He's a big guy. He holds his guard high there, which is good for him, I guess. You know, reducing the risk of getting clocked. But I feel that could leave an opening for George Tukos to go under and get this guy down. Once he gets him down, he should be able to, you know, don't do anything fancy like he usually doesn't. He accepts what's there, and that's the best thing for a guy like this. And keep him there, mush him out, and not let Urslan get the striking going. Urslan also, he gets rocked and wobbled. George Tukos, you know, he's a big guy too, and if he cracks him, it could be another opening for an easy takedown. And Ivan Urslan, though, he tries. You got to hand it to him. You know, when he gets taken down, he tries to get up there. But if that happens, George Tukos should be able to take him down again. And, you know, the longer it goes, the harder it is to get up. So give me Tukos by smush, decision, or knockout.
Yeah, Tuco Tokos, man, good fighting style, heavily Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a black belt under Daniel Gracie. He's demonstrated proficiency in grappling. He delivers takedowns, submissions. He's known for his grappling foundations. You know, the guy has a good win against Junior Taffa, who this aged very well. I mean, Taffa, we saw how good Junior Taffa looked actually in his last fight.
Well, he could take him down, so
he was able to sub Junior Taffa with an arm triangle choke. And Ivan Urslan, man, if he doesn't get a knockout, he's more a knockout or bust type of guy, man. 10 of his 14 wins come by knockout. He's an aggressive boxer, comes in and tries to get early finishes. He's got an orthodox stance. He strikes with his boxing fundamentals. That's what he is. He tries to hit you with fast, powerful strikes. He's got a stiff jab as well. But again, if he gets taken down, he doesn't look that good. Give me George Tuco Tokos to win here by, I'll say by submission or decision here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to the main event of the prelims here. If you haven't already, guys, like and subscribe. We're at 148 subscribers. We need to get to 150. We need two of you cool folks out there to hit the subscribe button for us to get to 150. So we got Nikolai Veretnikov against Chaos Williams. I don't give a shit. I'm going for Chaos Williams, man. I like Chaos Williams. This guy's got knockout power. He's explosive. He's got rapid power punches, high energy. He's named the Ox Fighter for his strength, man. Mainly, you know, the guy is like super, super strong. He focuses on explosive stand-up striking. He likes to get secure, fast finishes. You know, one-shot knockout power, rapid knockouts. And the guy also can grapple. He knows how to wrestle as well. He actually holds a blue belt in BJJ. Veretnikov, I never was really impressed with this guy. He does have a background in Kempo, BJJ, Muay Thai, Judo, Karate, all these different things, also kickboxing. But you see him out there, he looks flat, he looks normal, he's a striker, not really good at anything. He does like to do the spinning back fist there and, you know, tries to get you...
A lot of spinning back fist.
A lot of spinning back fist there. You know, he does possess a good leg lock. You know, he's a decent striker and grappler. But again, I've never really been impressed by Veretnikov. Never seen anything really impressive by this guy. He's got 14 wins, 7 losses. You know, at least Chaos Williams has 15 wins and 5 losses. You know, and you know, I feel like Chaos Williams is the better fighter. Give me Chaos Williams to win by knockout or decision.
I think Chaos Williams has lost a lot of stock. This guy used to have a decent amount of hype behind him. Kalen Williams here. I think he's the more solid striker. I think he has the better killer instinct here. Veretnikov, he has his skills, but it's like he can't put anything together. He's hittable. He seems to not like getting hit. He's decent at offensive grappling and submissions, but he's not good off his back, and he's just not good defensively. On top of that, pretty poor against takedowns. And I believe Williams here, he could even have a wrestling background on top of the BJJ you said he knows.
He does, yeah.
We're not going to see that. He's one of those guys, man. He's a Justin Gagey type of guy that up until that Paddy Pimblett fight in the UFC, he didn't get a takedown his whole UFC career. And I think he attempted one in his first fight, right? The only reason he got a takedown against Paddy Pimblett was because Paddy Pimblett hopped, had no balance. He was in midair doing some kind of weird striking, hopped in front of Pimblett in front of Gagey with no base. Like I could have taken down the Paddy Pimblett right there and then. You know, even a fat Paddy Pimblett, anyone can take down if you have no base and take down D like that. Like even Justin Gagey did, right? I don't know if Chaos Williams is going to have that type of opportunity to imply the wrestling game. I'm just saying this to make life easier on him, but I do think he's going to win on the feet in this stand-up battle. Give me Chaos Williams by knockout.
Nice. So there you have it. Our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. Like and subscribe. KMMA. Let's get it.
KMMA.
Folks. And let's go Montreal Canadiens tonight. Let's go.